everyone. This is Matthew Movies coming at you with my review of the Season 7, Episode 1, the premiere of The Walking Dead. The day will come when you won't be. And my lord, what an episode. Like, it was crazy. I mean, the first thing, obviously, first off, spoilers. There's gonna be spoilers this time. Usually in my reviews I go with spoiler free, but I don't know how you could possibly talk about this episode without spoilers, without being all vague and kind of goofy, and I just don't feel like being vague and goofy this morning. So yeah, spoilers. What an episode, dear lord. At first, when they killed off Abraham, I thought that this was going to be Cop Out City. I thought it was going to be another episode where they well, not an episode of this show, but there's, we've all seen lots of shows where they promise some big thing's going to happen, and then when they actually do it, it's kind of like, whoop, whoop, whoop. And I thought that might be what happens here, but oh man. Don't get me wrong, I like Abraham. I think he was a cool character. I really like the actor who played him. I've liked him in lots of other things as well. And I was affected by him dying, but I'm like nowhere near as much as I would be by like the core group that we've been with, like since season 1 or season 2, or around there, anyways. And man, when he then turned around and took out Glenn, I was wow. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I knew that it was what had happened in the comics, and I'd always seen that. I am a comic reader, but I'm not a Walking Dead comic reader. But I always seen the screen, or not screen, but the panel where his eyes popping out, and they did that, and they looked great in the show. The way they did it was amazing, and like his last words were just heartbreaking, but like it was more like the way he did it, like where he just like kind of turned around and like right off. Oh, just brutal. And the absolute highlight of the show to me by far was Jeffrey Dean Morgan's performances as Negan. My God, that guy! Wow. Like, I've seen him in other things like Watchmen, lots of stuff, right? But my God. I think that's the best performance I've ever seen from him, which is saying something, because I've really liked him in other things, but like he was just so charismatic, and you could so see why all these people would be following him, because he was so intimidating. And then the scene with at the end where near the end, where he's gonna make Rick chop off Carl's arm, like, I'm a relatively new father, and that was just heartbreaking to me. Like, I can't even imagine being put in that position where I'd have to do something like that to my child, but knowing that if I don't, my child's gonna die, and everybody I care about is gonna die, and I'm gonna die. Like, wow, like that was so devastating. And like the Andrew Lincoln's performance as Rick was just so good. Like the like blubbering that he was doing, where he was trying to convince him to let him do it to himself, or like, it was just so emotional. It was brutal. Just brutal. And the one thing I haven't really, I've seen a couple other people talking about it, and the one thing I haven't really seen anybody talk about that really, to me, was one of the most noteworthy parts of the episode. I mean, yeah, you had the 2 deaths that were just insane. You had the Carl thing that was insane, and like the whole stuff with Rick having to get the axe. That was all like so emotional for me. But the part that I thought was amazing was like, when everything calmed down, when he revealed that he wasn't going to make Rick chop off his arm, and they like basically called everybody to let's leave, right? Like, at that point, like, I would, like, my heart wasn't racing, but I was like, it sunk, like, I was like, holy crap. Like, it was emotional, because I cared about all these characters, right? And so, like, I felt like my adrenaline was pumping, and I was emotional watching all this, and then to see his, like, Negan's crew just kind of walking out, and like you saw a guy in the background taking a photo of the dead bodies. Like, it was like I thought it was just so well done to portray like how, like, for our group, that it was like the worst days of one of the worst days of their lives, right? Like, I mean, some of them have had worse days, like Rick Willery dying. People have seen lots of people die, but the way in which it happened, like, that was clearly one of the might be the worst day, at least one of the worst days of their lives. But for the other people around them, it was just, it was Tuesday. You know, like I'm sure a little bit more than a Tuesday, but like you could see some of them were probably walking home and laughing about how that group thought that they could get one on over on us, and we showed them, or Negan showed them, like the portrayal of them as it being like almost like a mundane kind of situation. It just spoke to like the inhumanity in that group, like brings to mind like when you saw like the movie like Schindler's List, and you saw these people just kind of robotically going about the systematic killing of all these people. Like it just, to me, it brought to like, and maybe in the future you could see, I do think it might be interesting if maybe down in the future if they bring in a couple of the characters from that group who might actually become not so bad people in the end, and you could maybe see, you could see it told from their point of view, looking at the other side. That would be kind of cool too. I don't know, like that. I know that I never heard that was in the comics, so it probably won't happen. But that might be an interesting thing they could do, because obviously they do mix things up a little bit. But like just to see like the fact that like to the group that were walking over them, this was not that major of an event, and seems like it's something that has almost been done routinely in order to get them to where they are. It was just amazing. So that's my take on the episode. Let me know what you thought in the comments below, and please subscribe. I'm looking for more subscribers to my channel, and always love seeing some people. So but that's it for me. Have a nice day.